Hey there, how you guys doing? Well, we're in February of 2024 now, and we've basically, hopefully, gone through winter. We has had our snow, boxing up header pipes for make the headers for the 65 Dart here a little bit later. We had our -5 degree temperature, and now it's just raining. Not bad. I got just about all the piping I need to build a set of headers for the 65 Dart. I need to buy 2 more of these from Summit, and then I'll have everything. And we're going to do it. Now let's stick these over here. So, today we are going to take the carburetor again off the Duster. In the previous video, I had taken it off, tried to clean it all out with brake fluid, and just made the idle problem worse. So I bought a new rebuild kit. It's on the way. Once again, right in the sun, that's always a good one. Once again, it's from Mike's Carburetor. And it's on its way. It'll be here in a couple days. So we're going to pull the carburetor off today. And strip it down and start getting it ready to soak it in some carburetor cleaner. I'm not going to cover that on video because, like I said before, there's a dozen or more videos on how to rebuild a 2150 Autolite carburetor, and you don't need my input on it. Okay. By now I should be an expert taking this carburetor off. Well, we've been doing this, working on this car now for a little bit over a year. The last video we put up was from March of 2023. and so you can understand the lag between YouTube time and real time. I think we're installing seats in that video. But the whole purpose of these videos, of course, is not to show how great and wonderful I am and how quickly I can do stuff. It's to show what it takes to actually rebuild one of these things. You know, like watching Derek in a Vice Grip garage get his car up and running within an hour and a half. But that hour and a half covers all the stuff he doesn't show. And I'm showing you all the stuff that he probably has to do that he's not showing to get his car running. That's okay. There's other make it run channels out there do the same thing. Not very many of them actually show what it takes to actually do one of these things. Considering each video I put up is roughly, well, maybe about an hour. Some are less, some are more. And that shows that it's taken at least, I got what, 76 videos up now on this. As of March. And this one will actually show out, come up, I don't know, 6 months from now. So I got what, roughly 72 hours in fixing this car to get it working and running and be streetable. Now, if somebody was going to do this and pay somebody to do this, and the shop fee was $150 an hour, you can see what somebody would have vested in this car without even doing anything useful other than make it run. And that's the tip of the iceberg. I mean, if you don't know how to do this stuff and you're not rich, you shouldn't probably be in this hobby. The 318 Row Run channel put up a video about how not to go in debt doing this hobby. And the guy's right. You don't need to follow forums and YouTube videos to figure out how to know what's good and how to do it. Ah, shit. Yeah, I don't know where that went. Guess we'll never find that one again. Trademark, Derek. But it's just down the bottom. There we go, got that off. But it's not worth it to go in debt to make these cars run. There's not really that big a resale value on them, regardless of what Barrett Auction says. They got a lot of people who go out and spend a lot of idiot money on this stuff. Oh well, got the carb off. Go head back in the shop and tear it down and start getting it soaked up. Where my overly expensive nut go? I don't know, I'll find it later. Well, let's see, hopefully when we get done doing this, we won't have to be carb fiddling for a while, rather than get the mixture right. Okay, let's go back in the shop. Dump the carburetor out, let's go some weeds. Okay, here we go. Fumble fingers today. Okay. So we're going to dump this all in some Chem Dip carb cleaner. Let it soak for a few days. Hopefully that'll clear out our idle passages so that it will idle. And everything will be bolted back together, everything will be good. So let's get started on doing that. Oh, clean pan, yay, clean. That might come in handy, orange cleaner. Here's a part list from the last time we tore it apart. I should probably rinse this out, or both. So let's find a place to put the parts in, so I don't lose them. It's always nice to have something like this. This is a turkey baster pan. You just assemble things in so you don't lose it. Because God knows I'll probably lose half the stuff. Once again, this is not a how-to on how to rebuild a 2150 Autolite. There's much better videos than this one to show you how to do that. This is basically how I'm going to tear it down and clean it up and put it back together again with a rebuild kit. That. Probably take this whole choke thing off. choke housing. We're going to just take it off with a big unit. Believe it or not, this little shield is actually needed. It goes right here. It keeps the fan from blowing cold air onto the choke assembly and cooling it off. Choke assembly off. So those who have been following my videos probably already know that I've rebuilt one of these already, and it flat out failed to work. And you're probably wondering right about now, why am I not using it, that one, to rebuild this one? That's a good question. The answer is that I'm not sure how good the gaskets are in the other one. And I may... And things like the accelerator pump is a little rubber thing that gets pulled through a hole. That, of course, may break. In which case I'd have to go out and buy just an accelerator pump, or what is probably more money than about the whole same amount of money as for the whole kit. So I'll just buy the whole kit. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to save a couple bucks here. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe it's costing me more money doing this stuff. I already stole this gasket. And survived this again. That's good. Check bulb, most important thing in the car. Just if you lose one of those, you might as well throw the carb away because you never get one again. Vacuum advance. Okay, let's get this off. I think this car was actually one time rebuilt before I was stuck in a rebuild pile. But I really don't know. See how you got this long stem on here? The new rebuild kits, it comes with a really short one and they give you a intermediate one to go in there. Well, this hasn't been rebuilt for a while. If it has been. It's neither here nor there. Put that out. This is how the accelerator pump works. It gets pushed in. When you push down, it flattens out and stops the flow when it releases the cylinder. What I noticed when I was cleaning this thing out with the brake cleaner, my attempt, is that this thing had a lot of varnish inside of it. But I think that's the problem, is that some of those little passages that run the choke, run the idle jets, are probably partially plugged. In my cleaning attempt with the brake fluid, probably just plug them up worse instead of actually cleaning it out. It's unfortunate because now I gotta do this. So far I haven't broken a gasket yet. Auto lights take the same power bells that Hollies do, which is kind of nice, I guess. Yeah, almost 15, 16 an inch. This seems to be working, at least it was. Oh, the gasket fit. That doesn't look right. I think there's supposed to be a thing on the top. Okay, this is stick idle gets up. Okay, this is ready to be soaked. Woohoo! I don't know if you can see this, but you can look right here. You can see a bunch of varnish and rust sitting on top of that throttle blade. And I think that's all the way through the small passages inside the car. Probably had the same problem. So we are going to soak it for the next 3 or 4 days. There we go. Fill it up. You're gonna love this. My rebuild kit that I ordered from Mike's Computer. Mike's Computers is in Centralia, Washington, which is on the coast, or pretty close to the coast on I-5. It's maybe 6 hours driving straight to get here to there, so I could just walk in the front door and buy it. They mailed it to me Monday, and for whatever reasons, it's got mailed. It went to Seattle. Then from Seattle it went to Spokane. From Spokane it's going to go to Wenatchee. From Wenatchee it'll come here. And you got to wonder about that, because why didn't they just send it directly to Wenatchee in the first place? But it's the post office we're talking about, so who knows why they do what they do. I guess if you're lucky this thing doesn't eat plastic. The older stuff would. Not this newfangled environmentally friendly stuff. I'm just asking too much. And let's drop that in. Let's drop this in again. Drop this in. I'll over that right now. Let's go in there. Drop all the screws in. And jets. Get all the screws nice and clean. It's going to be placed. Okay. Like I said, come back to this in a few days, and by then our rebuild kit will be here, and we'll put it back together. Until then.